Hello. So I thought I would just share another practice. I feel like we could all use a little extra comfort and strength and stability in this time that just feels, I guess there's a lot of emotions. And I'm not sure exactly what your life feels like and what you've been going through these last few weeks, days, since we last were together. But I do hope that this finds you right where you need it to be, that this can give you some comfort, some strength, and can help bring your mind into your body, which will instantly calm instead of out running after things that are unknown. So let's all just take a moment to start in child's pose. As I often do if I were with my yogis who I miss. So I look forward to seeing you again someday. So for child's pose, if you're not familiar, your knees are going to be together or separated. And exhale, sit your hips back onto your heels and let your forehead relax. And you can let everything get heavy, so just let yourself sink into your mat. And as you breathe, I want you to feel your belly press against your thighs. So you inhale, and it's almost as if you're hugging your own legs with your belly. And then as you exhale, I want you to feel heavier, as if you let all of your weight go. So stay there, and if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. So I want you to feel the weight internally now as you sink down into the ground. And start to get to know your breath. So without changing it, simply feel the rhythm. How long are the inhales and the exhales? Are they even? Is there any texture to your breathing that might tell you a little bit about how you're doing? Simply get to know yourself. Our breath is sometimes the quickest path to knowing how we're doing. And then take a moment to scan down your body, all the way from your fingertips, through your arms, your face and neck, your shoulders, your chest. Scan down through your belly and back. Feel the inside and outside of your hips, your legs, all the way down to your feet. What are you carrying? Just take a moment to notice that. Are you holding tension anywhere from the week? Is it getting stuck somewhere that needs comfort? Just get to know yourself. As soon as you notice a thought that's analyzing or judging, simply notice that and let it go. And just come back to the physical presence of your breathing and your sinking in. And now using our breath, inhale a little more slowly. So how slowly can you breathe in and how big can you fill your lungs? Allow your belly to really expand. And then just as slowly exhale out. How slowly can it be? Can you really pull your belly button back into the spine? And allow yourself again to breathe in as slowly as possible. And if you can add a pause where you gently hold your breath and then exhale just as slowly and add a pause at the bottom. And what that does is slow down our nervous system. So try it one more time as slowly as you can, breathing in, adding a pause, and then as slowly as you can, breathing out. So in your child's pose, gently lift your hips just enough to slide an arm under, put your ear closer to the mat, and then you're in a twist. So your hips can be lifted. It's a half of a puppy pose. And with your extended arm, I want you to really reach it out and then almost pull your hips back. So you're stretching the line between your wrist all the way up through your shoulder and hip. And just take a moment to breathe. Feel the comfort of your temple against the mat if it's there. And find the breath again. Can you really exhale? It's going to massage your inner belly. All the organs in there, helping them refresh. And one more time. And see if you can relax and comfort what's tight on the exhale. One more. And then come up to the center and taking a full puppy pose. Your arm's going to be out, hips up, and then just let your chest expand. So you can spin your armpits outward, stretching your heart center. And take a couple deep breaths here, just opening your front body. That can get tight when you're stressed. Your head could be down if you want. And then we'll switch. Breathe in and exhale the other arm to the back. You can lay your head towards the mat and hips up and really stretch your arm out. And breathe into that long side. How much can your breath help you? Keep going into the exhale for more comfort. And then inhale and come on up. Hands can come under your shoulders. Now you're in like a box in all fours. Take your shoulder blades together behind and then hug your lowest rib in. And that's going to help your spine feel tall. I want you to take your tailbone, instead of coming under, I want you to bring it out and back. So you're shooting it right out from the crown. Chin is going to tuck a little. So a long line head to tail. And take a moment and just feel that. How strong does it feel to take your shoulders back, pull your ribs in, and extend your tailbone away from the crown? Can you feel your abs? And that's just great posture. One more time, feel it. The more you think into your physical sensation, the more calm you'll get out of your practice. All right, inhale. Exhale, take a foot back, and I want you to press into it. So what we're doing is we're stretching the calf muscle. And then here in your hands, I want you to feel as if the soft part of your elbow and the webbing between your thumb and first finger are lined up. And push into the mat, splaying your hands, spreading the weight between them. Shoulders still together behind, ribs in. Inhale. And exhale if you want. We're going to hover our lunge. You're going to lift the opposite knee and just feel your strength. And can you extend the crown and the tail? Can you feel the length in your body? Yes. Now if you're all ready for some strength, if that's your thing, it's not everybody's, you're welcome to move this with some breaths. You're going to inhale, soft standing knee, lift the leg to a three-legged dog, and then exhale to a hovering lunge, shoulder blades kissing behind your back. A couple more of those, breathing in. So if you don't want to do that, I encourage you to stay steady or put your knee back on the mat just to breathe and keep focusing on extending the crown and the tail. And then one more time, inhale the whole way up if you're doing that movement, and then exhale back to kneeling. We're going to do 2 cat-cows. Inhale, lift to a cow, chin up, tail up, and exhale, round, push the mat away, and you can wiggle past neutral. We'll do that a couple times. So shoulder blades kiss behind, inhale up, lengthen the tail away, and then exhale, round like a cat. And great job. Let's find our hands again. So you want to line up that soft part of your elbow and the webbing in your finger between your thumb and pointer. Shoulders kiss. Take a breath. See how long you can get crown to tail. And I really want you to feel your ab work. So comfort your mind by feeling into the belly. And then your opposite foot, I want you to take it back and push into the feet. And can you extend each toe? So feel as if you're balancing the weight between the base of your mat. Yeah. And another deep breath. And then if you like the feeling, you can lift your knee. Nice deep breath. Shoulder blades touch. Lining the arms. Breathe deep. And then if you want the movement, breathing in. And mindfully exhale and move. So see how much you can match the rhythm of the breath with your movement. Inhaling, opening, and exhaling, closing. And if it's a challenge, can you find comfort in your breath? That solidarity with your own body, your own strength and cultivation. And last time to three-legged dog, if you're taking the movement, breathing in. And then exhale, bring it down, kneeling on the mat, cat-cow, breathe in, open the chest, and exhale, open the back. One more time, breathe in, and exhale, round. And we're going to walk forward and then hang in a forward fold. So let yourself hang at the top of your mat. So here, I want you to line up your knees with the midline of your toes. And then soften your knees and exhale. And you can just shake it out. Let your head shake yes and no. Roll the shoulders, maybe move the hips. Ask your body what would feel good right now, and then take that. So it's about deep listening in to provide the care that our bodies and our spirits need. So one more breath, do what your body asks. And then bend the knees a lot and inhale, lift the eyes. It's going to help your blood flow. Knees bend a ton and inhale the whole way up. So arms can spread wide or go straight up. And then extending as tall as can be. Shoulders back, tailbone back and down. Breathe in. And exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to find our first mountain. So take a look at your own feet and line up the knees again with the midline of the toes. And then see if you can extend the tailbone down, crown up, so it might feel like a little chin tuck. And then shoulders come back, so as if you're holding a pencil between the shoulder blades. At the same time, hug the lowest rib in. Yes, nice deep breath. So take an exhale into your feet. Do you feel the ground? And just get to know that sensation. And as you inhale, can you imagine yourself being even taller? So seeing if you can add space between your vertebrae. All that does is help your abs work into the smaller muscles. Take another breath, see if you can feel a little bit taller, a little more grounded. And maybe you already know what you need. So take a moment to breathe and just let that rise up. What do you need in this time that you're doing this practice? Let it come to mind. And then set an intention to care for that space in you, to strengthen what needs strengthened, to comfort what needs comfort, and to rest when your body asks. And take a nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, inhale and reach up. So lengthen again, tail down, crown up, reach, and exhale, dive down. So knees soft all the way to the mat. Hands to shins or under the toes and inhale, flat back. Call that gorilla. And exhale, let yourself relax. So knees bend, step the leg that's farthest from me back. So that means the leg closest to me or where you're watching the screen is bent. And we're going to line up again. Toes midline with the knees. And then lengthen the crown and the tail. Take a nice deep breath in. And can you soften what doesn't have to be tight right now? A lot of times we hold tension and we're not aware. So just see if you can soften those spaces. Take a nice deep breath. And opening our heart. So twist towards me, towards your screen, lifting up the same side hand as the bent knee. Yeah. Open the chest, shoulders back, and just reach up. So you want to feel like you're lengthening around your collarbones. One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring that hand back down. Breathe in and exhale back to down dog. So we'll find our first down dog. So really pushing into the hands. I want you to bend your knees a little bit, just so you can feel the tailbone lift today. So can you lengthen the tailbone up away from the wrists? So that might feel like you're pushing your hands down and automatically your tail lifts. So you got that? And then open your heart center. So if you're spinning your shoulders out. And how's your breathing? Can you lengthen it for a moment? So allow yourself to feel this next breath and see how slowly you can take it in there. So knees don't have to be straight, heels don't have to be down. I want you to think about keeping your spine long and the tailbone out. And then if you want to consider straightening the knees a little bit, still being fluid, you can, but it's all about lengthening in the back. Ribs in. One more deep breath in and out. Plank. Inhale forward. So you're going to line up your shoulders over your wrists. You can be kneeling or lifted. And lengthen again the crown to the tail. Yes, shoulder blades kissing behind, ribs in. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lower. So this can go the whole way down to the mat this time if you like. And then point the toes back. Inhale and lift your heart center up. So sometimes we have a tendency to really squeeze our glutes and tuck our tail under. I want you to lift it out instead so that you can lengthen those 2 points again. Hands are soft, so they're just there for balance. One more deep breath in. See how high you can lift your chest just from strengthening your muscles. Yeah. And then exhale, let it go. Tuck the toes. Push and pull back. If you want to pause in child's pose, give yourself permission. Care for your unique body. Shoulders back, knees soft, and breathe. Really exhale. One more comforting breath. What needs comfort? Inhale and exhale. We're going to bend the knees. Now step the leg that was farthest from me. Step that forward. So you're on your opposite side in your lunge. And each time you lunge, you could bring your knee down if this is way too much work. But if you're in your lunge, I want you to push into that foot beneath you. And try to spread all 5 toes. Line up your knee with the midline of the toes. And then lengthen crown and tail. How big can you feel? How expansive? One more breath. See if you can provide comfort somewhere where you're holding tension. Breathe towards that space. And then we'll twist. So take your hand that's closest to your bent knee and inhale, reach it up. So you're facing away from me this time. Shoulders touch back. And lengthen your breath. Just like you started your practice, can you find those inhales and exhales? One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring the hand down, bend the knees, and step forward. Take a nice deep fold. This time, if you want, bend your elbows and hug your arms. And you can do that little shake again if that's going to help you feel as if you're opening your back in a new way now that you're holding your arms. Take a full exhale and see if you can go deeper. So one more breath, playing with the posture, seeing if you can go even deeper. And then gently let the arms go, bend the knees, and inhale the whole way up, reach to rise. And exhale, hands come to heart. And we'll find our mountain again. So it's okay if your posture walks away from you. That's why we practice. We create our muscle memory. So find your knees in line with the toes. Lengthen head and tail. Hug the ribs. Open the heart. And take a deep breath. Do you remember your intention? Care for that part of you. How are you doing? And what do you need this round, this moment? Take a moment to breathe towards that, to be accepting and comforting. And then just trusting the process, that this is helping your body find calm. Let's move with breath. Inhale and reach up. And exhale, go with your breath, diving down. Hands to shins or under the toes and lengthen, breathe in. And exhale, let it go. So moving with your breath. If it's too fast, just take it at your own pace. Inhale, take your right leg back. Find your lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale up, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Knees soft. Inhale, right leg steps forward, low lunge. Exhale, step together. And then breathe up. So now remember your intention, and can you embody it this round? Exhale, dive down. What would it feel like if you embodied that comfort or whatever you need? Inhale, gorilla. Exhale, fold. Knees bend. Inhale, left leg moves back. Embodying your intention. Exhale, back to down dog. Providing what you need. Inhale, forward to plank. Embodying that confidence or whatever words you pick. Exhaling halfway or all the way. Inhaling up. Feel the aliveness of your breath. Exhale, down dog. Knees bend. Inhale, left leg forward. Open your heart. Exhale together. And just breathe out and take a full breath again. Let yourself breathe. And then inhale and slowly roll up, this time stacking your vertebrae one at a time to stretch the back. And then reach and rise. And exhale, hands to the heart. And just take a moment to notice how you feel and what you appreciate in your own body. And in this moment, take one more breath of gratitude or appreciation. And then keeping that well-being, inhale and reach up. Feel your in-breath, how your body is caring for you. Exhale down, grateful for this body. Hands to shins or arch the toes, lengthen. And then let it go, feel soft. Knees bend, step the leg that's farthest from me back. So you have the leg closest to me, closest to your screen, bend. Coming to warrior one, feet, step the back foot in till the heel is down. And inhale, rise up. And then exhale, bend into that leg and realign until you feel like your knee is visually in the same plane as the middle of your toes. And the same goes for the back knee, although you won't be able to see it, perhaps. Your hips, they're in line with those feet as well. Shoulders come back, nice deep breath. And then I want you to push into the outer edge of your feet and your big toes. So take a moment to really feel that and lengthen the tailbone down. Find your strength, feel your life, grateful for this moment, and just caring for your physical body. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, if you want, we're going to bow down and then rise again. So you're going to come back down to your lunge, heel could lift, and then exhale, inhale, reach up. Exhale down, finding that low lunge, and then inhale, rise. And we'll just do that one more time. Just moving with breath and feeling the simplicity of how it calms the mind. Last time, exhale down, great job. Knees bend, heel lifts, step back to down dog. You can just pedal it out or find child's pose or puppy pose. Maybe rock the shoulders or the hips. What would feel good in this moment? And take a moment to appreciate how your legs feel different. That's a sign of your work when one side feels different than the other after you practiced a move. And exhale, come steady. Find your hands, balance the weight between them. All 10 fingers, and we'll come to plank. We'll flow just if you want the vinyasa. If not, find child's pose. Exhale down halfway or all the way. Inhale up to the pose your body wants, and exhale back to down dog. And take a nice deep breath. Soft knees, soft face, long spine. Take one more breath and see if you can move it to where you need it. Send oxygen to what's tight. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees and step the leg that's farthest from me through the hands now. So you're going to be on your other side for this lunge. So I want you to find that foot. Guide your knee over the midline of the toes. And then back foot, we'll step it in until the heel is down. And inhale, rise up. And just pause, reset. Find your warrior one feet where your knees, your toes, your hip bones all feel like they're going in the same line. Shoulders back, lowest rib, you're hugging it in. You feel like you're extending your tail and your crown. Yeah. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Feel your feet. So take a breath to add a little more space to your body. Can you feel taller and yet more grounded? And once you've got that, if you want to do the bowing flow with me, we'll go. Inhale. And exhale down, back heel might lift a little to get there. Inhale back up, align knees and toes. And exhale. So watch your knee, make sure it's going only over your ankle and not any more forward. And let's do one more together. Inhale. And exhale, come on down. Knees bend, step forward, and let yourself relax. This time bend your knees a lot and you can hug behind. And then the more you round your low back, maybe even wiggling, you might feel a stretch around your low back. A lot of times we get tight there. So use this moment to provide some comfort and care to that space within. And then let your hands go. Bend the knees a lot. Lift the eyes. And inhale the whole way up. Reach and rise. Find your stretch. If you want to back bend, you take your tailbone back a little, and then you're able to bend. Yeah. And then exhale, hands to heart. So you can face your screen, face towards me. We're going to come to an eagle pose. So if you've not practiced before, it's kind of like your twisted pretzel of your day. So plant down your right leg and see if you can splay your toes. So you just kind of want to grip down, push into the inner heel and outer heel to feel your whole foot. And then gently bend your knees. I want you to take your opposite leg. So your left is going to wrap around. Now your toes could be tapped down to the ground, and that's going to help you. We're going to balance. So keep your toes there, or sit a little bit deeper. Again, find all 5 toes in your right foot. If you want to balance more, you're going to take your left toes off the mat. Just kind of hug them back or let them float out, whatever your body's going to let you do. If you need, you can hold on to a wall. That will help you. Or a chair, anything at all. So find your breath. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And then arms are going to open wide. Take a breath. Just be grateful that your body is learning to balance. Every time it dances right now, your muscle memory is learning. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to take our right arm under, left arm over. Bend your elbows. And either your arms are going to be like this, or you might be able to twist enough to touch your palms. So either way is fine. And then just gently lift your elbows and take your shoulders back. Rib cage, hug it in again. And if you want more work, you're going to sink in and really line up the knee and the toes. So I want you to protect your knee joints there. Yeah. And then we're going to flow with this in our breath. Inhale and exhale. If you want to play with your balance, you can start to lean forward. We're just going to round our back today. So lean. Take it slow. And then for a little extra comfort and care, I give you permission to just lay onto your legs if you get there. And then breathe into this intense hug. Your toes could be on the ground if you want it to be even more comforting. And thank your body for all the struggling it's doing right now. It's doing a lot. It's learning you how to be, it's teaching you how to be strong in these new circumstances. So one more breath. And then inhale, and slowly, if you want to try to balance, we'll come up. And great job. So shake it out. You can shake out the foot that you were on as well as the other foot just for kicks. So allow your body to just have a breath. And we'll do that on the other side. So balance is wonderful. It takes your whole body. You have to use your eyes to focus somewhere, and that helps comfort your body. It takes your breath. It takes all those little tendons to balance. So take a nice deep breath in. And actually to cleanse, it feels good if you just want to inhale up. Exhale, dive down, bend the knees, and let that side go. This one is brand new. Breathe out. And exhale, hands to heart. So now onto this side. I want you to plant your opposite foot. So now your left leg is on the mat, and really splay all your toes, bend your knee, and shine your knee in the direction of the middle of your toes. Now we're going to take our right leg and cross it. So toes could be down, they could be up and just kind of hanging out, or you could wrap them around if you have that ability while still trying to stay steady. And then arms come out. Take a nice deep breath. Shoulders back, hugging in this ribs. Your back is nice and straight. Crown of the head up. And right now, what needs care? What within you needs to be comforted? Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, left arm's going to come under this time. Elbows bend, hands touch maybe. And then lift the elbows up. Take the shoulders back. Reach crown and tailbone away from each other. And take another breath in. And as you exhale, if you want the challenge, we're going to lean forward, nice and slow. And then all the way down, and allow yourself to rest on your legs. And breathe deeply. Feel the in, feel the out. Take one more breath, feel your warmth, your own care. And then if you want the balance to rise, we'll inhale and exhale, let it go and shake it out. So find a place to really rock around, take a breath. Maybe you want to do that cleansing inhale and exhale and then rise up. So we're going to take our hands on our hips and spread your legs wide and then point your toes. So you might not see my face, but I want to give you my feet. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. So there you go. So your toes and your knees, again, are going to shine in the same direction. I want you to take your tailbone back, knees bend, and then just gently walk down. So you can spread your feet as wide as you want. Some people like their toes like the sides of an H or the sides of a V, pointing out a little bit. And then walk your hands over to one leg and let yourself swing away from that leg. Breathe into the long side of your body. And can you ground your feet to lift your arches? That'll feel like pushing down the ball of the foot, as well as the heel on both sides, and your pinky toe. How's your breath? Really exhale. And then we'll walk to the other side, breathing nice and slow. Hang on to the ankle and breathe into the long side waist. Soft knees, deep breath. And come on back to center. You can use your hands and just kind of lift your tailbone, lengthen the crown of the head, and lift your rib in. So you're just stretching the whole backside of your body. Nice deep breath. We do need it most. Soften the knees, and then walk your hands through your legs. Allow your back to round, and your fingertips can now point back behind you as you tuck your chin and just breathe into this different stretch. And then gently hands come to the middle. We're going to help ourselves come to the mat. So swing a leg in and then find yourself down. All right, so strengthening our center line. You're going to separate your feet so that they're hip width and then shoulder width. So shoulders come back, hug in your rib, and then arms are going to come out. So if you want some help, you hold on to the back of your legs. If not, we're going to come to a boat pose. So inhale, exhale, tuck your tailbone under, and you'll just feel your abs already starting to help you. So that's great, you're here. And then see if you can open your chest, add a little air. Nice deep breath in and out. So if you want a full boat, you're going to start to lift your feet off the mat. So this is great. Knees can be bent. You can even just put your toes down, heels up. Or if you want a full boat, you're going to extend your legs. And then if you want a challenge, I want you to inhale and lift a little bit, and then exhale and kind of scoop down. Inhale and exhale. I know it's a lot. One more. You've got it. And then gently, you can lay your body back. So reach over the crown of the head, point your toes. You can let your ribs pop now. You don't have to hold them in. That's going to stretch your belly really well. So breathe deeply. And then exhale, hug a knee in, and see how high you can hug it. And point the opposite toe, and that's going to open up your hip. And then take the knee that you're holding and lift the heel up and hold behind. And breathe deep. To lengthen our back, inhale. And exhale, lift your head up towards your leg, and then gently put it down. And roll your ankle. So roll nice and slow, perhaps. See what your body needs cared for in your lower half. Be mindful and open to listening. Sometimes our lives can go so fast, or our brains so fast, that we lose touch with our own bodies and what they need. And then coming into half of a happy baby, bend that knee outside your rib. And you're just going to hold on to the outside of the foot or the instep. Other hand can just touch your thigh or your hip to help keep your hips open. And then breathe into the stretch you feel down your thighs. Nice deep breath. Take the foot across your body. So now your knee is bent and your shin is almost parallel with your shoulder blades. You just want to gently hold that. So you're going to stretch the outside of your hips. So if you want to bring it closer, you can. If you even want to hug around it, called cradle the baby, you can do that. You can rock. Anything that's going to help the outer edge of your glutes feel good. Nice deep breath. And then in a comforting way, allow your foot to come down. Place the palm of your foot against your opposite inner thigh. So you're in a reclined tree where your knee is just leaning out. And just take a moment to breathe there. If you want an extra stretch for your upper body, take your arms up either long or bend your elbows and hug them. Nice deep breath. And as you exhale, let yourself sink into the ground. Just feel strength that's holding you up, where you can let go and trust it. And then we'll switch. So I want you to take the other knee, hug it in nice and tight. How high can you bring it? Roll your ankle. And then I want you to take that foot up, hold behind the leg, roll the ankle slow, and be mindful of what this side means. And then if you want an extra stretch for the back, you're just going to lift your chin up towards your knee and then gently lay back down. And relax for a moment. Give your body the gift of time. There's no rush. And how's your breathing? Can you focus on the exhale to help calm and comfort your own mind? And then coming into happy baby, half on this side, you're going to take your knee outside your ribs and hold the instepper outside of your foot. And then other hand can just be on your hip bone or your thigh bone, helping keep the inside of the hips open as you breathe. See how much you can relax, softening around the jaw or the chest. And then gently take your foot across your body now, holding in the other hand. And you can just gently hold this leg, or you can hug it nice and tight. So either way, whatever's going to feel comforting and help the outside of that hip open up on the side of your body. Just breathe, maybe a little bit of rocking, anything that feels really nice. And that comforting body scan that you practiced at the beginning here, can you scan and practice it now? How do you feel? What needs cared for? What feels better? What do you notice? And then gently we'll let that go. Bring both legs up. We're going to come to legs up a wall. So here you can put your hands right beneath your tailbone, or if you have a wall, you can just lay right against it. If you're not familiar with that, you're going to scoot your hips next to the wall and then just lay back and kind of swing your legs up. So that's how you would get into that. But here, if you're on your mat and you want something different, we'll start in legs up a wall. So what this does is so much. It nourishes all the joints below your waist. It increases and supports your circulation so that your heart can have a break. And it helps us sleep at night. It's shown to help insomnia and balance emotions and so many other things. So just give yourself a gift. But if you would like, if it's in your practice and you know what you're doing, you're welcome to come to shoulder stand today, where you lift up. You make sure there's no pressure on the bones in your back, but you're only on your muscles. So no pressure on your neck or any bones in between your shoulders. It's all muscle. And same with plow. If your body's really asking for plow, you can hinge at the hips as long as there's no pressure. So just breathe into what your body asks for in this moment. Be very generous towards yourself. And how's your breath? Find where you can breathe very deeply. If you're in plow or shoulder stand, come on back out. If your hands are beneath you, let them go. We're going to splay our knees open, feet together, reclined cobbler's pose. So your legs are open like a book. Arms are going to come overhead. You can just gently graze your lower arm or elbows and give yourself a moment to breathe where your whole front body gets to open. Let all that tension you carry be exhaled as you sink into the mat and feel a little heavier. You can go, 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 or feel like we need to be in control a lot. And allow yourself to let go of that for a moment. To come back to that pure sense of being cared for. It's good to have a body and to nourish your body. So with each out breath, let yourself sink and be lifted up. And then you can stay here a little bit longer if you want. Gently come to more of a relaxing pose if that's not it, for a full Shavasana. So that just might mean your feet are out, your hands are out. Or if you need extra comfort, I invite you to place one hand low on your belly and the other under the left side of your chest to find your heartbeat, perhaps. And with each breath, breathe down into your lower hand. Or just imagine your belly moving below the belly button. That'll instantly calm you, touches a nerve that naturally calms. And so with each breath, focus on the inhale and then a full exhale. And then practicing awareness, because it's the same practice we need when thoughts arise that can cause anxiety. We're going to strengthen the muscle of letting them go, of leaning in to rest until it actually helps us. So take a moment and just notice all the sounds around you. And as soon as you notice one, can you let it go? As if it were a passing cloud. And then we'll do the same with sensations. Notice all the things that you can sense. How many temperatures and textures, tastes and smells. And can you let them all pass as if a floating cloud? You get to let them go. You get to observe them and not let them create a reaction out of you. And then we'll do the same inside our body. So start at the crown of your head and gently notice how your forehead feels. And then exhale, let it smooth. And then notice behind the eyes. And then gently let them go. Relax your cheeks and jaw. Take a deep breath and let your chest open and shoulders sink. Then scan down your body, letting your hips widen, your belly relax, your legs open, your arms feel heavy. And just let it all go. Whatever you notice, just let it go. And then come into your breath and feel the rise and fall. And for these next few moments, as soon as a thought or feeling comes in, I want you to just notice it, be aware, and then come back to your breath. And just let every thought or sound or sensation pass. You get to be in the breath, calm, relaxed. The blue sky beneath all the clouds that keep coming in. And just keep coming back to your breath for one more moment. And then take a moment to scan down your body. And what are you grateful for? Did something change in you because of your practice? Is there any comfort that you want to soak in? Take a moment to soak. Studies show that if we dwell on something positive for 15 seconds, we can create a quicker pathway there. So take a moment to dwell on something good or a good feeling that you created. And then maybe think as well, when did you feel most comforted or relaxed this week? And take a moment to just get to know yourself and to know what practices help support your health. And then grateful for this very body and that it's able to help sustain and support your life, help you to heal and to soak in the things you love. Start to move your fingers and toes, and roll your wrists and your ankles, just waking up your body. Whatever you want to do next, maybe you want to hug your knees, maybe you want to rock, reach, sway, and roll to one side when you're ready. Just let yourself rest for a moment, maybe cradle your head in your hands, and allow yourself to feel held for one more moment. You do not have to be in control. You can feel that you're supported right now by your own body, the ground, the air. One more breath. And then when you're ready, you can press up. Sit nice and tall. So thank you so much for doing this for your own body. And let's finish together. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, namaste. So thank you so much. Again, my name is Rachel Lynn Heisey, if we've not met. And in normal life, I teach right now at West End Yoga, downtown Lancaster on Saturday mornings at 7:30 a.m. So I invite you to check us out, as well as more instructor videos are on their Facebook page, West End Yoga. You can also find these on YouTube, Facebook, under YogaBreathePray for me. And if you are feeling generous and you want to just say thanks for the class, please reach out, let me know that, or go to YogaBreathePray.com to learn more. I also have a podcast just for comforting guided meditations that you can take anywhere with you. So that's on iTunes, as well as YogaBreathePray.com, Podbean, and other avenues. So thank you so much. I hope that you feel healthy and strong. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep finding what needs comfort in you and breathing comfort towards those spaces. Grace, peace, and namaste.